This is the Stronghold Digital Mining Daily Update for Monday, June 5th, 2023. I'm reviewing the ocean of red ink that exists when I look at all the different companies within the Bitcoin, publicly traded Bitcoin mining ecosystem. Nobody was really spared today. We were down about almost 7.5%, which is pretty ugly. But I'm looking at Marathon down about over 8%, Riot down almost 9%. So we're kind of in good company, so to speak. But it's frustrating to see the stock just get pummeled, understandably and most likely because of the fact that the price of Bitcoin has dipped in price. Now, let's take a look at something that I think is a bit oftentimes more instructive than merely looking at the price of Bitcoin. Let's go and put up the slide. So this is not actually quite the last 24 hours. This is kind of more from Friday afternoon, which would have been June 2nd at about 3:30 in the afternoon, all the way till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon today, Monday, June 5th. So PJM Penelec average grid price $24.17. That's down from the $35.84 that it had been on Friday. PJM PPNL down to $20.54. Again, this is an average over the weekend, inclusive, overnight Friday into Saturday, Saturday into Sunday, and of course now Sunday into Monday afternoon. So on Friday, this has been at $32.04. Now PJM PPNL, $20.54. Bitcoin priced in dollars per megawatt hour, $80.62 compared to $72.91. So Bitcoin priced in dollars per megawatt hour has averaged up, in a quite healthy way, I'd say, since Friday. Bitcoin, the spot price averaged out over the past several days, $26,989. Now, bearing in mind, of course, that we did see some slippage in the price, of Bitcoin today, but nonetheless, that average is pretty much where we were at on Friday, because we are at 26,991. Okay, back to me. So I was hoping to do a field trip to Panther Creek this weekend. Unfortunately, did not have the opportunity to do so. However, what I do think is interesting is that if you simply think of Stronghold Digital Mining as being a fairly simple machine that produces electricity for, let's just say, $50 a megawatt hour, even though we kind of know it's much lower than that. Let's assume it's 50, and on average, we're selling that electricity, right, that we can produce for $50 a megawatt hour for about $80 on average over the past several days. To me, that looks like a pretty healthy business. That looks like a business that has some really useful margins to work with. So I think it's important to keep that in mind as well. Speaking of operations and maintenance, I'm going to put a link in the description below to a fairly short video that I dropped in that sub-channel that I'm calling O&M, and we delve into a bit of a technical topic that pertains to the question of whether or not we as a company, we as Stronghold Digital Mining, can we make money doing something of like a full circle. And I'll explain what that means. In a nutshell, it means selling electricity to the grid, but then also importing electricity to the grid, from the grid, to mine Bitcoin. I get into the details in the video that I'm linking to in the description below. Okay, look, it's never fun to see one's stock price take a beating. We're in good company, for better or for worse, right? The entire publicly traded Bitcoin mining ecosystem was down today for the most part. And so, I think we got to just take it as it is. It's frustrating. I get that. I want to acknowledge it. I find it frustrating. Okay, let's stay positive. Let's be great, and we'll see each other tomorrow.